better duck friend. I did a deal with a nigga that look like Peter Griffin, got a butt. I heard them niggas about to come and spin your block, you better bust then. Oh, you ain't got it on, you better duck then. You think 100,000 hard to get, you must ain't touch 10. Oh, you ain't run around here.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Saving, back with another reaction to NBA 2K26 news that been coming out this week. And if you don't know, man, last week, because it's Sunday. If you're saying this on the first day I uploaded. And all the good news been coming out. The building news came out. And so far, that's the rest we're waiting for is basically my career news and a little bit more of my team. Of course, you know, play now and all that. But we're going to be talking about more than my player builder. And we're going to be reacting to Joe Knows. So go ahead, sit back, relax, and get your popcorn. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro. You want to see what Joe talking about?
You've probably seen the tweets. People comparing some of the NBA 2K26 template builds to what you can create in the 2K25 builder and basically saying it's the same. Now, in a sense, it is very similar. But I think people are failing to realize some of the major changes 2K announced is going to change what is possible in the builder. Badge Max +2s, build specialization, the Badge Max +2 and +1 perk within.
Which is that's one of my favorite features that's coming up. If you don't know all the news, my player builder, just only go to one of my old videos. Or just go on YouTube, look at an old video that came out the past few days. Where they talk about the builder and stuff. It's good. It's good. You should check it out. Go on my channel and check out my when I was talking about it.
In the build specialization quest, the cap breakers within the build specialization quest that have to be allocated to specific attributes. And the main thing that can change what builds are actually good or bad is the gameplay. I've said it a million times, but the gameplay is ultimately the major deciding factor in what builds are effective and what builds are not effective. But in today's video, I do want to deep dive in terms of the...
Because if the gameplay is not good, then what's the point of the builder being good? Makes sense, right? All this I've been saying.
Actual builder and attributes, the builders look very similar. But with these Badge Max +2s and +1s and how many you are now getting, it really changes what is possible in this builder. I'm talking about 7-foot centers with Legend Rebound Chaser, Hoff Set Shot, and Hoff Posterizer. I'm talking about big guards with Legend Shooting Badges, Legend Posterizer, Legend Lightning Launch. There is a ton of possibilities we're about to break down. So drop a like on the video. Let's get this video to 10,000 likes. Y'all did it last time. I think we can do it again. And let's get into this. The first thing I want you to realize.
Here, make sure y'all like the video. I'm going to show y'all how to, just in case y'all forgot. Here, make sure you like the video. Make sure you... I thought I was already subscribed to Joe. What the fuck? Make sure you subscribe, bro. And subscribe to me. And like this video.
Is the biggest change... potentially to builds is going to be the gameplay. If the gameplay allows 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", etc. to speed boost, that obviously makes a bunch more builds viable, right? But the Badge Max +2s change things so much, I cannot overemphasize it. For example, 6'5". Basically less than 1% of people made 6'5s this year. But let me just show you with the Badge Max +2 system, what could be possible in this builder. So with a 6'5" is the tallest build, you can get a 99.3. We'll see if that's true in 2K26, but for the most part, what it looks like is it all looks pretty similar. So it's gonna be around here. With that 99.3, you can also get a 93 driving dunk. Let's put the vertical to 80 to get the gold posterizer. And then last but not least, let's put our speed with ball to 86 to get gold lightning launch.
But what my question is, how do we know if 2K didn't like tweak, you know, maybe the attribute in certain ratings, like maybe there's certain ratings in certain attribute categories you have to hit a certain threshold to unlock certain stuff, or maybe it's the same builder, but maybe points cost more, you know, maybe they changed something up a little bit, you know. If it's the exact same builder like this that we looking at, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. Because if that was the case, then 2K would have showed us that. You feel me? Yeah, I don't know.
Now, obviously, the build's already a 98 overall, so this build off the rip probably is not going to be viable, but let me just show you what I'm envisioning here. You're going to have all the legend shooting badges because this year you don't need agility to get legend shifty. We saw that in one of the screenshots. So you have all legend shooting badges. You have gold poster, but you can use a badge max +2 to put this to legend. And then you also have gold lightning launch, and you have a badge max +2 to put this to legend. So you're a 6-5 build with legend lightning launch, legend shooting, and legend posterizer. Now, of course, like I said, I'm already a 98 overall. You know, I'm gonna have no defense, no passing, very little ball handle, etc., etc. Well, 81 ball handle is decent, but you'll get what I'm saying. But once you start to get cap breakers like we saw, that changes everything with a build like this, because
that changes everything. You can put it on steel. You can get steel. You can put your perimeter D up. You still can go from a 25 or a 26 to a 70 something. You can put it on your ball handling. You can put it on. So you can put on anything except for shooting, as far as what we saw when they showed us the cap breakers. Cap breakers can be applied to every category except for shooting. That's what we know so far. So
if you can take your 3 down just by going to 94 and using 5 cap breakers, now you're only a 92. Obviously, we saw that you can get cap breakers specific to certain attributes. That's going to allow you to take even more off. I'm just saying, people are not realizing just how much these badge max +2s are going to change what you can make, what you can even like potentially come up with. And then obviously, the more we go in the year, I think it might become a little bit too crazy, but I'm here for it. I'm here for the craziness. Because once you start to get cap breakers, like this year, people had like, what, 22 cap breakers at the end of the year, 17 cap breakers, even 10 cap breakers. With all these badge max +2s, badge max +1s, it's gonna get crazy. A 6'6", the tallest height at which you can get gold lightning launch, right? You can get the 86 speed with ball at 6'6". So let's just do this right off the rip. You're gonna have 93.3, and let's get that 86 speed with ball. So you can badge max +2 your limitless, so you'll have legend limitless, or if you want to badge max +2 your set shot, you'll have legend set. You can badge max a shooting badge.
Investment opportunities are everywhere you turn. But at T. Rowe Price, we're letting curiosity light the way, asking smart questions about opportunities like advances in health.
And then you can also badge max +2 your lightning launch. That's legend lightning launch and a legend shooting badge at 6'6", and we're only 85. You can round this build off a lot easier. One thing to pay attention to with badge max +2s, you see this screenshot that came from 2K. You get your badge max,
and just because he's saying you can put it, don't forget, you can not only put it to get legend badges, you can put up for some of your badges where there may be just bronze or silver. You know, you may make that gold or make that Hall of Fame badge and, you know, spread it out more. You know, this, it's just a whole lot of stuff, man. It just opened up the doors. These max +1, max +2s, and the attribute cap just open up the door in so many ways to make builds more better, more versatile.
+1s with tier 1 and tier 2. You get your badge max +2s with tier 1 and tier 2. Down here where it says shooting badge, this is going to be from the badge specialization. The same place we saw that you get the cap breakers tied to, in this example, shooting. Your badge max +1 and badge max +2 that you unlock from the build specialization challenges, or quests if you want to call them that, those have to be applied to a shooting badge. So choose wisely when you choose that badge specialization, not only for your cap breakers, but also for your badge max +1 and your badge max +2. For example, if you use your build specialization quests on shooting, you can upgrade one of your gold badges 2 tiers, and then you could also use your normal badge max +2 on lightning launch, upping that to legend. Or you could do the opposite. You could do your build specialization in playmaking, use that on the lightning launch, and then use your normal badge max +2 on one of your shooting badges. Y'all get what I'm saying. Now, speaking of badge tiers, right? We talked about you got tier 1 badge max +2, tier 2 badge max +2, tier 1 badge max +1, tier 2 badge max +1. For example, in 2K25, this could change in 2K26, but the theory applies. You just have to find the exact height changes in 2K26. But check it out. At 6'8" in 2K25, you have badges like lightning launch that are tier 1. But as soon as you go to 6'9", your lightning launch now becomes tier 2. So if you map this out correctly, you're going to be able to use
your position matters. Everything matters when you're looking at your badges. So Don't waste any money. Don't mess up. Though you're probably gonna mess up. I say probably 90% of the 2K community is gonna mess up on that first build. Shit, I could probably throw me in there. Shit, I spent about an hour or two in the building, still mess up. Still feel like I made the wrong build. But don't waste any money, bro, on the build. Like, make sure you look at all the videos you need to. Look at everything you need to find out which build you want, which build you need to go crazy.
Utilize your Badge Max +2s.
Because that's what 2K wants you to do. They want you to waste your money, spend all your money.
In your Badge Max +1s even more effectively. Another thing at 6'9" that becomes a tier 2 slot is your on-ball menace. So you could theoretically, if you were to make on 2K25 Builder a minimum wingspan 6'9", you could have a legend set shot, right? You get it half. You could use your Badge Max +1 in the tier 1 slot on your set shot to push it to legend. You could use your Badge Max +2 in the tier 2 slot to hit legend on ball menace, and then you could use your tier 2 Badge Max +2. I know it's getting a little confusing. Your tier 2 Badge Max +2 from the build specialization menu and get half lightning launch. Now you're looking at a 6'9" with legend set shot, legend on ball, half lightning launch. Like, the build is completely different, even though theoretically the attributes are pretty much similar. But all these Badge Max +1s and Badge Max +2s greatly changes what you can potentially make. Now, all the small guards out there, for example, think about this. You could get a 99 three-pointer, all legend shooting badges, and then on top of that, get the 89 driving dunk or 87 driving dunk, whatever you want to go with. Normally that's a 99 dunk in silver poster. But you could use your Badge Max +2 and get half poster. 6'2", 99-3, all legend shooting.
Crazy. Hall of Fame poster on a 6'2" with all shooting
badges with half poster. Then as we start to get more cap breakers, potentially you're going to be able to get that 94 speed with ball, right? So you get cap breakers to cap your three-pointer. Now you're going to be able to get the 94 speed with ball, legend lightning launch, legend shooting with 99.3, half posterizer. Even for the small guards, it really opens up what you're going to be able to create. Another thing that came to my mind was all the times we're trying to make like a Kevin Durant build, right? And you basically have to decide, man, if I want to make KD, it's like KD's got those long arms, but if I do long arms, I'm going to have low shooting and low shooting badges. I got to go minimum arms to get the better shooting, but then it's not really KD because he doesn't have long arms. I mean, just going off this builder.
Want to glow up? For your phone? With Verizon, everyone gets a free phone on any plan. And now I have Google Gemini.
Here's another beauty tip.
You could find like a sweet spot here where, let's say you go like an 87 mid-range, 7'3" wingspan at 6'10", 87 mid-range. Just off of that, obviously on this game to get the shifty you need agility, but you're not going to need that in 26. But just right here alone, you'll have long.
Yes, agility is gone. It's probably just tied into defense or tied into speed itself. If you don't know, agility is gone in 2K26.
Long arms, you can use your tier 2 Badge Max +2 to put your shifty to half. That's what Kevin Durant has on the Play Now roster. He's got half shifty. Then if you want to use your tier 1 Badge Max +2, you could have half Deadeye. That's what KD has on the roster.
Now that's a real KD. That's a real KD build. Hall of Fame shifty shooter, Hall of Fame Deadeye. Now you're really pulling up. Now combine that with shooting with the rhythm shooting. And I know everybody don't like rhythm shooting. Everybody can't rhythm shoot. Bro, I know, and I've seen it. If you master that rhythm shooting, yeah.
Deadeye, half shifty. Now you have that on Kevin Durant. If you want to put your wingspan down just a little bit lower and get like the 89 mid-range, now you're looking at, you could use a Badge Max +2 and get legend set shot. There's so many ways that you can manipulate this now to make even cooler, more variety builds. I know a lot of people like to make like the kind of freaky small guard, like Westbrook rebounder, do it all builds. Well, check this out. If you make a 6'4", and you get that 80 rebound, your tier 2 Badge Max +2 can give you half rebound chaser on a 6'4" now. You're going to be out there on a 6'4" green and rebounds on some real Russell Westbrook like activities. Half rebound chaser on a 6'4". Now I know most comp players aren't going to go to that, but people that like to play like a Westbrook or do it all kind of undersized like rebounding guard type of build, that's another like freaky way you could do it. And another thing I really thought of was like the big men out there that want to be poppers now. You can really get good shooting badges while still not having to sacrifice like the long arms and the 99 rebound, right? Like, let's just go 7 foot max wingspan. We're not gonna like lab a whole build, but essentially with this, you know, you're gonna go 78 to get silver set shot and then a 74 3 ball. If you use your tier 1 Badge Max +2, you'll have half set shot on a 7 foot max wingspan center. To go along with it, you're still gonna have the long arms and be able to get, you know, that 99 rebound for the legend chase. You're gonna have legend chaser with half set shot, max wingspan, and then on top of it, it's not even taking into account that you have some pretty glitchy tier 2 badges like posterizer, where you can get silver poster and use your tier 2 Badge Max +2 to get half poster. This is now a 7 foot center, max wingspan, legend rebound chaser, half poster, half set shot. You're gonna be able to create some absolutely insane builds on this. I could go on for hours. Like, my brain has already calculated so many builds. Y'all know I'm gonna be dropping build videos all year long about like just fun.
Like I said in my last video, I'm gonna be dropping build as well, but make sure you tune into your favorite content creator, because this My Player Builder, I know everybody gonna be dropping tons of builds, bro. It's impossible not to.
On creative builds, sweaty builds, NBA player like builds, all that stuff. But I think people are underestimating the impact of some of the new additions to the game. People are like, oh, it's the same. I went and compared 26 template build and I made it in 25. I get just about the same stuff. But the big difference is now some of these rewards that you're going to get are going to like completely change the potential of the builds. And as I said, the gameplay always is going to be the most prominent thing. If the gameplay is different, that's really going to have an impact on what builds are actually effective in the game and what you're going to want to actually create. It's a ton of possibilities out there. For someone like me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that watch me, if you love the builder, it's going to be a blast here these next couple months in terms of trying to come up with unique builds. And like I said, like a 7 foot center, max wingspan, legend rebound chaser, half set shot, half poster. And we could even go even more crazy, like we said, because we get multiple Badge Max +2s and Badge Max +1s. It's going to be crazy, bro. Comment down below if you got any cool...
That's going to be enough for that, man. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to me. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my boy Joe. You know, good content, 2K content creator. And that'll be it for this one, man. I'm out. Peace.